Valley Club, big warning, don't let the accolades for Hercules go to waste. We have Battleworld returning this week, Knull Shards coming later this week. So who is the best to pair with him once you finally have him unlocked? And which legendary is getting reworked next? We're gonna answer these questions and the rest of your questions of the mailbag because it is Mailbag Monday. And if you're ready for all of that and more, then you know what to do, Valley Club. Find that like button and let's go smash it. And welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I am ValleyFlyin. I hope you're having an excellent day. We're gonna go into the mailbag in this video answering your questions because it is Monday, answering questions about Knull, the accolades from Hercules, Battleworld, the next legendary rework. And if you get some value from this video, leave it a like. And if you want even more Marvel Strike Force content, hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you know as soon as a brand new video goes up. At least 5 Marvel Strike Force videos every single week on this channel. But before we get to your mailbag questions, now it's time for a word from our sponsor. Valley Club, today I'm not just talking mobile games. We're stepping up your style game with INTOTHEAM's new stretch denim jeans. We all know a legendary commander needs comfort, and these jeans are it. They're crafted with 12.5-ounce 4-way stretch fabric. These jeans will move with you all day, whether you're looking for Knull Shards in Battleworld or just kicking back relaxing. Trust me, these aren't your dad's stiff jeans. They're soft, they're stretchy, and they feel worn in from day one. INTOTHEAM stretch denim jeans are built to last with a timeless style. Perfect for your busy days, those casual evenings, and everything in between. They come in black, dark gray, dark indigo, medium indigo, and I'm telling you, these jeans are my new everyday essential. And of course, you know I've got to rep my favorite tees. You can pair these jeans with any of the cool graphic tees at INTOTHEAM to complete your look. Use the link in the description to check out INTOTHEAM now. There's a huge 70% off clearance sale going on from now until the 19th of February. And remember to use the code ValleyFlyin at checkout to save even more. Once again, big shout out to the folks over at INTOTHEAM for sponsoring this video. And if you want to take advantage of that huge 70% off clearance sale going on right now until the 19th of February, make sure you use the link down below. Use the code ValleyFlyin at checkout to save an additional 10% off your entire order. But let's get into the mailbag questions of the week. Big shout out to everybody that left a question for this video. And if you want to leave a question for one of these future mailbag videos that we do every single Monday, make sure you join the Discord server. The link to that is going to be down in the description. Go to the mailbag questions channel and ask your question there. But the first question of the week, Valley, with the new shards coming for Knull, do we know if it's going to stay that way or stay the same for the next run? And what team would he best fit with? Stay well, my brother. Battleworld should be here tomorrow. We had some big changes announced last week. One big changes is that it is now going to be a monthly event. So instead of 4 times a month, it's going to be once a month. Also the zones, there's going to be 4 days for the Knull boss fight and all the zones. So 3 standard zones, then the Knull boss fight. This was a few more days before, so they've reduced the day. Also, each zone will have 3 missions, so no special ops. You don't have to place your characters and sacrifice that run for nothing. You're getting a few more points, but you're not getting any bonus in a future run. So no spec ops. There is going to be an elite mission, which we're going to require Astral or a secondary team, a Herald mission, a standard mission. So reduce the amount of missions that you have to do and reduce the total days, which is good. Also, Knull boss fight has been updated. There's a cap on the damage that Knull can receive from bleeds. Also, characters can be revived if they're not killed by Knull. If they're killed by something else, like one of the symbiotes that Knull summons, then I guess they can be revived. And the big change here is these Knull shards. Now, for a full clear highest difficulty, you could get up to 100 shards of Knull per month. Now, as far as is it going to be the same on the next run, I'm assuming it is, but they also say Battleworld for now will be monthly. This could change in the future, so stay tuned for our official channels or any other updates regarding Battleworld. It's also saying that Battleworld is returning tomorrow, February 18th, and everything in the blog is subject to change before it goes live in the game. So while this is the plan, and I don't think at this time or at a time that the blog post was written, I didn't think they had any plans to change it. It all could change based on feedback. So guess we'll see how this week of Battleworld goes, the next few days or so, see how the Knull boss fight goes, see the amount of shards that the community gets, and then I think the devs are going to evaluate that and see if there's any change that they be needed for the next thing. I think at this point they haven't decided yet fully. I think they're going to wait to see what the results and the temperament of the community is after this first run of the new Battleworld. Now, as far as the best team that would fit with Knull, well, when we look at his kit, it was announced on the 14th of November. And this is a little different than the unplayable version, the boss version of Knull. The playable version is going to be a little different. It is going to have that villain Cosmic Mystic controller symbiote tag, speed of 127, Interesting thing here is on his special ability, you will have this available on turn 1. He is going to summon a Carnage, an Enraged Carnage ally. We do have a new kit for that summon Carnage ally, but the big thing here is Darkness. He's going to apply 1 Darkness to each target with his ultimate, and if this character does not have Exhausted, clear all battle effects on the enemy side and apply battlefield effects enveloping Darkness to the enemy side. What this is going to do on enemy turn, applying 1 Darkness to the enemy, flipping immunity on the enemy. On the end of turn, applying 1 slow to a maximum of 3 to the enemy. This battlefield effects will last until cleared or until the end of the match. And Darkness, well, it's going to apply those Darkness to an enemy, but what a Darkness does from the passive, on enemy turn, if that enemy has Darkness, mind control that enemy to attack the most injured enemy. Attack gains 20% damage for each Darkness on that enemy, up to a maximum of 200% damage. Enemies with Darkness, they cannot gain speed up. Gain 10% drain, 10% speed for each enemy with Darkness for a maximum of 50% for self and all symbiote allies, and lower damage reduction, damage and resistance by 25% for all enemies with Darkness. This effect cannot be resisted. So right off the bat, the call outs to Carnage, the call out to symbiote allies, and this Enraged Carnage that you are summoning, I think symbiote allies are gonna be the first use case for Knull. And if we look at the symbiotes that are in game right now, a great pairing for Knull would be Gore. He does have that symbiote tag. Void Knight, probably the best Hive Mind member out there as well. And I think we could include Red Goblin in that team as well. You are going to get a free Carnage, so I guess you could round out that squad with whoever you want in that 5th spot. But I think Knull, Void Knight, Red Goblin would be a great 4-piece, and then rounding out with whatever a 5-piece you want, maybe getting some more healing from Anti-Venom, although he does have older stats, so maybe not the best character there. Maybe a newer character like Denim, or maybe a classic character like Venom that is always usually replaced in that Hive Mind team if you're replacing a character. But that's where my mind is going right now with Knull. All the callouts to the symbiotes were mainly for that boss version of Knull, but I think some of these characters, especially like Gore or Void Knight, would have a lot of value paired with Knull. Let me know where your head is at right now with Theory Crafting for Knull. Are you looking for symbiotes, something else? And let me know, are you probably gonna get him unlocked next month if they don't change any of the statuses, the monthly shards that you can get for Knull? 100 shards at the max. He has a 180 unlock, so if you max out both of those runs, you should have that Knull unlocked. Let me know your thoughts on all the Knull on Battleworld though. As we have a non-Marvel Strikeforce related question, in fact 2. What is your favorite rock or singer, and do you ever follow the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame or not? So I haven't really followed the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Once in a while when someone gets in, I'm like, oh, that's cool. As far as my favorite rock singer or rock band, I guess you're asking, well, the first album that I bought all the way back in elementary school is Bon Jovi's Slippery When Wet. So I think I would have to have Bon Jovi in that category. But as far as other rock bands, I listened to a lot of Guns N' Roses growing up, AC/DC, Metallica. There's a few bands that I listen to now. I don't know if I would consider them rock bands though. But one band that I really like singing, a couple of their songs, Higher in My Sacrifice, is Creed. I know a lot of people don't really like Creed a lot. I like them, and I like to sing songs from Creed. So, but I think it would go back to my original for the answer to your question, Bon Jovi, because that was the first album I bought, and I still like a lot of the songs from Slippery When Wet and a few of the subsequent songs there. Hey, ValleyFlyin, I was wondering about the tease about the second version of Battleworld, and when we'll have more news based on it. Well, considering that it's coming tomorrow, and we haven't gotten anything since that original blog post or that original Strike Spot episode from Pathfinder, I don't think we're getting anything else, but based on what we have of this blog, I think there's enough that we could start to plan and prepare. There's a lot of info on this Strike Spot that Pathfinder did last week. He talks about all these, the mission requirements of all the elite missions, all the Herald missions, and all the standard missions for all of these zones, and then all of these scourges, aka packs, all these different modifiers that you can put on these nodes, or that are going to be on these nodes, that will make it a little harder for some characters, a little easier for some characters. It's a pretty good plan there. I did break it down in a video last week, so I'm not going to break it down again. You do want to go back and watch that video. The video is up there, so you can check it out, see what is planned and what I recommend for each of those stages. But I do think if you have a larger roster, I don't think you need to do much planning. I think you should have no trouble getting through Battleworld But the second question is, since Invisible Woman and Phoenix got reworked into different teams, do you think other legendaries will have reworks in the future? Yes, I definitely think other legendaries will have reworks in the future. If we go into all these legendaries in the game, they either have gotten reworked or pretty good right now. Phoenix just got reworked. Shadow King is pretty good. I don't think Black Cat has gotten a rework, but she's still pretty good. Green Goblin Classic as well. Omega Red and Red Hulk, I don't think they have reworks. Black Bolt did get a rework, so did Doc Ock. I think Adam Warlock got a minor rework. Iron Man did, Rogue did not, Nova did not. Nova's not very valuable right now, but Morgan Le Fay did, Invisible Woman did, Nick Fury has, Magneto has several reworks. Archangel, I don't think he has had a rework. Shuri's had several. Ebony Maw's had one, Jubilee's had a few, and I believe Star-Lord's also had at least one rework as well. So I do think what they want to do with all of these characters, maybe not some of these minion characters, but at least all of these name characters, eventually get them to a point that they do get a rework and have some value in the game. There may be some fringe cases of characters like Crossbow that may never get reworked, but I think at least for these legendaries, they want them to be useful again. So Sander, if they're not useful now. So some of these characters like Ebony Maw, Star-Lord, Shuri, eventually I do think they will get reworks. Now that rework may be 1-2 years down the road, but I do see them eventually getting some reworks. What's up, Valley? I was lucky to pull 3 diamonds out of the Hercules orb. What do you do with the extra souls that I've been getting? Just hold on to them or using the buy dues for Hercules diamonds for the credit. So what he's talking about is all the way at the bottom here, we have these Hercules diamond orbs, which are actually pretty good. The big question is, well, all these accolades here, I have 19 of them now. What do you do with these accolades once you get all these diamond orbs for Hercules, or if you have all the diamonds for Hercules already? So I pulled a 3 on Hercules. There's a duplicate there. It's a pretty good orb. You do have some good characters in here. There's a duplicate diamond for Hercules. So what I would do with all these, I would open all of these orbs, get all of them, because it's not just Hercules in here. There are some other characters that are worthy of getting a few diamonds on them. But once you get all these accolades for Hercules, or once you get all the diamonds for Hercules, they're not going to be really worth it. So what I would do, I would go down here to the bottom and just spend them for the duplicate diamonds. I think we had 19 or something like that. Let's get this double diamond for Hercules, and boom, we get some duplicate diamonds. 30 of those extra diamonds there for Hercules. That's pretty much all you could do with them, but do not let them go to waste. These eventually are going to go away. We're not going to be getting orbs for Hercules at some time. So just make sure you spend all of these accolades. If you want to see where your accolades are, you could go down here. We have 5 left. Make sure you spend these. I don't know when exactly this orb is going to go away, but if you already have that diamonds for Hercules, these accolades aren't really going to do anything except for getting duplicate diamonds for Hercules, and you just get those credits. ValleyFlyin, I've noticed some better communication when the 675 orbs are being removed. Why can't we get any notice for the event orbs with a non-guaranteed character shard drop here? Crazy idea. Why not add a feature that when they remove an orb, it automatically opens all unopened orbs, send them to content to your inbox thoughts? That is an excellent idea. I'm going to suggest that to the devs right after I'm done recording this video. I think that's great. And yeah, you're right. They have been doing a better job of letting us know when these orbs are going away. They did it with this Marvel orb when Jean Grey went away. Same thing with the Olympian champion orb when Hercules went away. So they are doing a better job of that. But when those pity orbs went away, those spotlight orbs that don't reward shards, those path to orbs, I think they're called. Yeah, they didn't give any notice, but I like that idea. I like it so much. I'm gonna suggest that to devs right after I'm done recording this, because yeah, I would like that. Then you don't have to. Then if you don't pay attention to these messages, or you're not logged in at the time, you're not there clicking and using all your extra fragments. They don't go to waste. You're just gonna open them, get all that stuff in your inbox. I think that is a feature that should be added. I love that idea. And if you have any other ideas that you want me to share with the devs, or any questions you want me to try to answer, make sure you're a member of the Discord. Leave your question in the mailbag question channel there. I'll do my best to answer all of them. Thank you to everybody that left a question this week. If you got some value from this video, leave it a like. Make sure you check me out on social media. I post all the latest updates on Twitter, aka X. And if you want to see what are the best teams right now in Marvel Strike Force, check out the video up there, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Hulk fist pump, ValleyFlyin out.